our mindset on persons with disabilities.
Oh.
Let us consider them as they are. Yeah? They are also capable too.
They
are capable too.
Again, say it again.
I say, do not underrate those with disability. Consider them as they are, and consider them alike as you are. They can perform too.
Guys, my viewers, are you loving it? Are you loving it? He has to say it again. Again.
So consider those people with disability as you are. They are as you are. They can perform as you are. Nothing differs from you and them.
Yeah.
So let us be together.
Great. Welcome to my channel, Lady Mart, once again. And today in the studio, I have a guest.
Benedict Tavera.
So be right there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We have good food here. We have good food that you need to eat and put them in your blend. Is it the blend?
I think you should have best stomach as well as the brain, so that it should be digested and also be used in the brain.
Wow.
So, good thinking, of course.
Exactly.
Really?
You know, that is coming up something else that you're really... I'm with a teacher here, guys. I'm with an educator today. So let's stay together. Be right there. So first of all, let my viewers know you.
Okay, all viewers, welcome to this channel. My name is Benedict Tavera, as I've already said. I'm a teacher at Ibangwe Secondary School, more especially teaching history, but also sometimes I can also teach other subjects like languages, but as a matter of fact, I'm well versed in humanities, more especially history, really.
Yeah, can you tell the people the uniqueness of you?
Maybe people have to understand that every person is unique, and even I myself, I feel that I'm unique. The fact that I can teach, the fact that students can understand me, and also the fact that students can also put information on the paper about what I have taught them, and even pass the examination. I feel it unique because I know that my real job is to pave way for others. So that's my uniqueness. I understand that I am like a pillar. A pillar of other people's future. Yeah. Really.
Yeah. So an interesting thing is that I really wanted that unique because, you know, as you speak, as you do this, and then it impacts learners.
Yes.
You know? And now I'm very interested, and my viewers can be interested. I'm seeing that white can. Seems like, you are an individual with a visual impairment.
And people shouldn't be wonder. Of course, I'm a person with the visual impairment, but though I'm a person in this category, but I'm able even to deliver in classes. I can even perform other duties as a teacher is supposed to do. So really, I'm a person with the visual impairment, but people have to know that I am also part and parcel of Malawi government civil service. So really Malawi does benefit from my services I provide. Really.
Yeah, as someone who is in the education sector, this week, you know, the Human Capital Africa organized a summit. It's called Pre-AU Roundtable Summit. I can say like that, or Pre-AU Summit Roundtable, which education ministers.
So it's the same, but of course, education ministers.
Education ministers in Africa. Guys. English is something else, okay? English is something else. So be right there. Okay, listen to the end. This video is very important for Africa. It's very important, global. Yes, of course. This summit was AU Summit Roundtable for African Ministers who are under the education sector. So African education ministers were meeting, and this was organized by Human Capital Africa. And they had a goal, I think. But as someone who is in education, and this meeting, guys, if you're watching from an African country, this meeting was held in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. It started this week, I think, on 12th. I don't know when it started, but
13th.
I've been following it from
Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, even others reach as far as Wednesday, but the meeting ended on Tuesday.
Yes.
I think this is a meeting that is held by various ministries, apart from education, in readiness to the African Heads of State Summit that is to be held later on. So I think they are here as in Malawi, Sekalambula, those who does the way, who clear the ground for
so they were going there to clear the ground.
Yeah, they were there to clear the ground so
before
that
the presidents.
So that when the presidents have come, they should just agree on what these ministers have discussed, and if there are any additives or if there are any things to subtract. So it is this meeting where they agree and they accept most of the ministers' ideas that have been agreed upon. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you if you are aware, because we need to be following up this type of issues. You are in a health sector.
Yes.
You need also to be finding out your department, your sector, what is it going on, what are the policies that are there, what are the documents that you really need as your professional to look at or to follow, the ethics that you're supposed to,
Yeah,
so it's very important in the professional that you are to really be following and reading as well, researching, finding out what is on your field,
Yeah.
It's very important. So I thought, and you have already responded, I think you know about it. You are aware about this?
I am aware about the meeting.
How can you describe their education in Malawi? And before we came back to the summit issue, how can you describe education in Malawi? On issues pertaining to disability.
Okay, fine. In Malawi, education, I think, as a general, is quite good. Though there are some of the policies that have been used, that some people do worry that they are sometimes maybe making learners not to be able to follow or read and write in short. But in particular, when we consider the issues to do with the disability, of course, most of the people do say that they are encouraging inclusive education.
Yeah.
But to my understanding, the Malawi's education does practice what they call integrated education, whereby people, more especially learners with disabilities, have to look for materials, sometimes on their own, or they have to find other important ways of how to capture with or to cope up with their friends. So in Malawi, yes, education is there, but what I can say much is that mostly we encourage integrated education, whereby the learners have also worked extra hard in searching for materials, because had it been that it was inclusive, it means every and each material needed was to be provided
available in the schools.
Yes.
And this reminds me of in terms of the human resource as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we need the teachers now. When they are done with their training at the college, at the university, they have to deliver to every child.
Yes, they have to deliver, because we have a few teachers who are specialized in special needs education, and it seems like sometimes they are not happy with the conditions of service they do receive. So others even shun and they go back to their regular teaching instead of them being special needs teachers. So we need to have more special needs teachers than we have today, and also these special needs teachers have to attend to learners with various special needs, so that they should also become productive citizens in the future. Really.
Yeah. If you talk about the special needs teachers, is it very vital to be putting special, or maybe it's very the education sector should take it in another angle to say if a teacher gets into the university or a college, which is the best way, which is the best strategy to just change the curriculum of the curriculum into inclusivity and then to put it into special.
Okay, to say that it should be inclusive, really it is correct. Because I know that when I went to college, I also underwent through what you have just spoken, inclusivity, whereby the special needs course was just integrated into the courses that we were going through. But to my understanding, I feel that the courses to do with these special needs, they are so huge that they cannot be just embedded into the courses that are already done. It could be better if there were the independent courses or independent programs, so that a person should attend special needs program, because I can say that I'm specialized, for example, in hearing impairment. Yet there at the school I was just taught what causes ears to be damaged, what causes or what happens when a person has become deaf. So it is difficult to say that the course should be embedded in other courses. I would have loved if they were independent programs. Yeah, so that we should have more teachers specialized for a certain special need, because we have three categories. Whether we talk of visual impairment, hearing impairment, as well as without forgetting the challenges. The deaf, blind, even, the others who are deaf at the some spot visually impaired. So all these need different attention. You cannot provide the same attention you have given a learner with vision impairment to a learner with hearing impairment. Then he is going to benefit nothing than learner with hearing impairment.
I guess, really, guys, you are learning something, because for me, I'm feeding up my head. I'm just taking things that he is saying, I'm feeding up a lot. And I think you're also eating something from here. Really? So be right there, watch to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, like, for you not to miss more, more information, because these are the days that we need to be sharing information, and this is the platform for you guys to grasp something else. So be right there. Yes, we talked about the AU Summit, the round table that has been, I don't know if it's still going on or it has been ended.
I think it has ended. By this time it has ended.
Yeah. I wanted to just ask you, how do you see this meeting to be fruitful in Africa as general and in Malawi? In terms, there were a lot of ministers doing their speeches. How did you look at it, the speeches? So just generally as Africa, how can it be fruitful? And, whatever they have tabled, it will be now sit in the presence of the presidents, and now they will take up their step. But how do you see it fruitful generally at Africa and Malawi?
Martha, if we...
And it has to be inclusive.
Yes, and if I am not mistaken, if we want to have a fruitful citizenry in the future, we need to start from the grassroots. We need to study these children, providing them with education as far as they are young. We shouldn't expect them reaching up to the age of 60, as is the case in many countries. Education policies. No, we should provide education where the child has begun showing the amazement. I think that is the right time for the children to receive education. And I was impressed because the minister, more especially our minister in Malawi, had stressed the need to pump in more funds for the early childhood development schools, so that they should get learned these young children at the tender age. But I was impressed because I could have been happy to hear that the issue to do with disability was also included, because it is right to consider even a child who is with a disability as at her tender age, he or she too has to receive access to ECD education. So education foundation should be implemented in all countries, and this should be the starting point for each and every learner before she goes to grade 1 or standard 1. He has or she has to undergo the necessary courses, so that these learners should their brains develop without any problem and become intelligent. So included are those learners with visual impairment, with the hearing impairment, those with the physical challenges.
Yeah, we can say
in general, all disabilities should be involved. Really.
Yeah, we have a lot of policies in Malawi.
Yeah.
And maybe in other African countries, they have a lot of policies that they talk about inclusion, mainstreaming issues, and some are generally for all citizens in terms of different, different fields. How significant are they? You can start with our country, Malawi. How significant are they to inclusive education? And apart from that, with our time, I'll add another question. I hope you will not miss the significance of the policies in terms of inclusive education. Generally in Africa, Malawi,
as well Malawi,
And do they really achieve what they are intended for? Can you please?
Martha, I think these are two interesting questions.
Yes.
To find out whether these policies have achieved what they are intended to. We are going to see, but I'm interested. These policies are really significant. In Malawi, they provide a direction as to where we are going. Most of our curriculum do not answer the needs of the society. So, if we visit those policies, they do provide a direction as to whether we meet what the needs society of Malawi requires are met or not. So, it is important really to have these policies. These policies do encompass whatever was left in a certain policy. For example, we have a policy which is a general one, known as the EFA, Education for All. But it says education for all. Does it explain whether it is important to provide the resources to those learners without disabilities?
Exactly. Apart from that, EFA is also like trying to assist this international document called United Nations for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, UNCRPD. There's an article that states to say, and this is article number what? It's 24. That states about education. That every person with disability has the right to access education. Whereby now EFA is like putting up a spice to that article. So if everyone has that access, it means the access to education. It means access to learning materials.
Access to infrastructure.
Access to the human resources. Such things. So policies, they talk to each other. So those are the things that we have to know. If we are there, if you are influencers, we need to make sure to read, and we need to make sure to voice out for our governments to really implement and to hear us, to implement what they really sign for.
Sometimes we just worry that the governments are not helping us, yet we have voices. Why can't we go to the platforms where we can voice out our grievances? I think it is better not just to mama in our hearts ourselves, or mama in our whatever soul, but we have to express that I feel you have oppressed me here, I feel you have assisted me here. Not all times we should grieve. Sometimes if things have happened in the right manner, let us also appreciate that here we appreciate because you have provided us with this. And on the apart from the policy direction, these policies are also significant as they assist, or as their implementation assists the government to enforce laws and regulation that will allow learners to go to school. There are in the areas or in other societies where we have been attesting to issues of parents not sending their children with disabilities to school, or leaving them indoors, saying that they are giving them or they are disgracing them in other ways. So these policies might be there to assist those children who are just closed indoors to have access to education, because it will be a compulsory that each and every parent should send their children, despite whether disability or not. not.
Exactly.
So they are really important.
Yeah.
But to say that, do they really achieve what they are intended to? Martha, to say the truth, I was sometimes astonished to find out that there were many policies that were drafted.
Good ones. They're in their shelves. And even if you can tell them, do you know about this policy? They say,
others even don't know.
They don't really
but
know.
There are many, numerous, and I don't know if the government did sit down to see which policies have been achieved and which ones are yet to be accomplished.
I think there has to be an audit exercise whereby we need to find out which policy has really worked, and which ones are supposed to be reviewed.
Yeah, I think all these policies have to be checked, which ones have been achieved, or sometimes it might be possible that we have achieved a certain policy, but we have left a certain component which is of paramount importance. Exactly. So we can see to it that where can we marry this component, or which policy can we take in order to incorporate this component. Yeah. So it is necessary really to check these policies, but to my sadness, I can say that these policies, they haven't.
To your what?
To my sadness, because yes, let me use the word sadness. I'm sad because there are several policies, but they have not been achieved. So some people do even say that we Malawians are good designers, policy designers, but we are bad in implementation. Even Africa in general, you know, Africa also has the same problem. So I think those experts. We
really have good documents, but now to use them.
We need maybe the expertise in implementation. Yeah. So there has to be coming other people, teach us how to implement those policies that we have drafted and designed.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we might be good designers, but are unable to implement.
No way, we have implementers. No way, we cannot be good developers and not doing the thing. No, I would say we have implementers. All we need is to give chance to those who have that talent. There are some who have that the writing, the issues, and whatever sitting down. Yes. But there are some now who can take those writings, into practice. So we need to give a chance to implementers. Really. Yeah. That's the only challenge with Africa, and it's a challenge also in Malawi generally.
Yeah, these challenges, because they're coming in there, I think sometimes we lack the spirit of patriotism, because some people, you can hear them saying that we are failing to implement this policy because we don't have money. Yeah. It means minus money, nothing can happen. Of course.
Okay, at last, with time, I think we're going to continue in another video. But guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and give a comment of our conversation. Is it what about, how do you see it in your country? How do you see it? Do you feel like this summit, round up tables of ministers coming up, putting up issues, discussing and pressing up papers, do you think this is going to be fruitful in our in different countries?
Those guys in Mali, Tanzania, Somalia, whatever country, Kenya,
Mozambique.
Tell us. These policies fruitful in your countries, or do you have also a lot of policies that have been just heaped in a certain file, which are not implemented?
And how is the education system in your country? Tell us. And how is the inclusivity of education in your country? You have to also share to us.
Yes.
But for today, let's wait.
Yes.
Without time, I think we have to also have another topic, and we have to continue this, I think.
Okay.
But what is your opinion to the government and to the education sectors? And first of all, like Malawi, what words can you praise to the Ministry of Education?
The Ministry of Education in all countries, what I can ask is that in all departments, there have to be the experts or who are going to work in various parts, because it is not good to put an educationist, as I am, in economic department, then you have misappropriated the resources. So please, let us appropriate the resources in the right manner. So if we put the resources in the right manner, even we are going to improve our education standards. Also, let us involve the stakeholders, all stakeholders, as to how we can improve education, because I think it is necessary, starting from today, that our curriculum, our syllabus, and our lesson, as well as the schemes and schemes and the work of records, should answer the needs of the society in all various countries. Because it becomes lamenting to see a student who has just completed the school circle living in the village doing nothing. It means that the school hasn't answered the society needs to him or her, so his future has been disturbed. So let us design the curriculum that are going to answer the societal needs in all countries. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And lastly, we should not use strategies that they did not work.
Yes.
We should make sure to change the strategy so that things have to work.
Yes.
Until it works. Because if we use the same,
nothing is going to happen. We'll be on the same step.
We'll be on the same step.
We'll be on the same
so
step.
As Africa, let's make sure to change our strategies that we use in the system of education.
And Africa, let us change even our mindset on persons with disabilities. Let us consider them as they are. They are also capable too.
Yeah,
they are capable too.
Again, say it again.
I say, do not underrate those with disability. Consider them as they are, and consider them alike as you are. They can perform too.
Guys, my viewers, are you loving it? Are you loving it? He has to say it again. Again.
So consider those people with disability as you are. They are as you are. They can perform as you are. Nothing differs from you and them.
Yeah.
So let us be together.
Great for that.
Yes.
And that's the last words for my video today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much for your time. And we thank you, our viewers. I hope you really enjoyed our video today, and see you next time. Say bye-bye.